And we're back in the starting point. That seems like one good spot to end this whole thing. Let's keep going.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
I'll listen to you this time, buddy. Trust me, don't take me back to the darkness.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Left?
he entered the door on his left.
Alright. Anything you want, man. See what happens this time through if I listen to you.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
You unbelievably amazing at
Stanley
work all the
decided
time
to go
every day.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Broom closet was fun earlier.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't
Okay.
be part of this. I'm not going to encourage
Okay.
you. I'm not going to say anything. Coming to a staircase,
Oh.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm listening to you completely.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
This is a big-ass
Shocked,
office.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
This is one hell of an
He stepped
office.
into the newly opened passageway.
Here I go. Elevator going down. Loading once again.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he
Cool looking
feel this
elevator.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Huh? Lights turning on by themselves. Which
Stanley
crap is
walked
this?
straight ahead through the large door
Uh-oh.
that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh. Well, I did say I'd do whatever you told me to. Okay. Light bulb.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
Oh.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, I'm gonna find out. Push this button.
Now the monitors jumped to
Oh.
life, their true nature
Oh,
revealed.
that one's broken.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
That's
lives
cool
of
looking.
so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That is just awesome looking.
This mind
Where's
control
427?
facility
There it
was
is.
too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
There's
really
my
been
office.
under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, probably.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, how do I do that? I can push some buttons. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Guess we go to the facility power. Whoa, another cool looking room. It's like IMAX.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I did say, okay, I'm doing everything you told me to. Did I do it? Did I killed the mind control?
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Scary
He had
music.
won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Oh,
What
outdoors.
mysteries did this strange building hold?
Pretty
But
bird.
as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go,
It's beautiful.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all.
Now, is
he
this
needed
real,
to know.
or is this just
It
a
was
wall I'm
perhaps
gonna walk into?
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I got the warm and fuzzies. Beat the game. What, did I really beat the game? All you had to do was listen to the guy and you beat the game? I don't know, but we're gonna call that good for right now. I'm definitely coming back to this and we'll try out some other different paths and see what we can find.